Hey everybody, it's Danita Ogandaga with DanitaOgandaga.com coming to you tonight with a special recap of tonight's event, Happy Anyways. I am so excited and so amazed at the level that people would take to attend this event, and I'm just thankful. It was an awesome event. You should be sorry that you missed it, to be true. People had an opportunity to really connect with where they are. You know, one of the things that you often hear in the grief world as a grief therapist is that there is no emergency when it comes to death. There is always an opportunity to go back and make things right, to go back and say goodbye, to go back and do your healing work. There are often times when we face death, or we face the loss of someone, the loss of a job, the loss of a car, the loss of a house, where we realize that things were not said that should have been said. Last night gave us an opportunity to be able to slow down, even when society says, keep going, keep going, keep going. Taking the time to pause and slow down and treat the lives of these people with dignity, and to let them know that they can pause for a moment to collect their thoughts. It was absolutely life-changing. We had a woman that came all the way from Maryland on a train, y'all, to come to this event. We had another woman that came just after losing her grandmother from Douglasville. It was so powerful and so amazing, the energy that was in the room. As I tell you before, if you have never experienced something, it becomes very difficult to be able to have empathy for people. We can offer sympathy on any given day, but unless you have gone through something, it's very difficult to offer that empathy. But at the same time, I want to extend to you an opportunity to be able to put yourself in the environment that we were in last night. On December 18th, I will be releasing the comprehensive course from Happy Anyways. This is the first installment of many. We intend to have many more events like this. The poetry reading, the spoken word, the expression, all of that is expressive therapy. But last night, we pretty much started with the context of locating where we are, identifying who we are, and then taking an inventory of the losses that we have encountered. My goodness. Oftentimes you deal with what's called secondary losses, and we talked about that. We really stayed on that last night. And secondary losses can be like this. Let's say I lost a baby, and I have in 2013. That loss of the baby was my primary loss. Within that loss, there were branches. One branch was the loss of the hope or the dream or the future of the baby that I lost. Another could be the loss of the support system, because maybe that was your first baby and you were involved and friends with people that were pregnant. And once their baby came, they started planning gym and play dates, but you didn't have a gym or play date because your baby is no longer here. The loss of the support system, the loss of faith can often come into play when you lose someone, or you lose something, or you lose a job. The loss of faith and where the faith comes. So the loss of faith, the support system, the loss of income from the time that you were out recovering. Maybe you didn't get that back. All those things are secondary losses. The loss of community, the loss of friends that may no longer be there. All of those things can be treated as secondary losses. And what we found last night with a lot of the people was that they were dealing with a lot of comprehensive compounded losses that were never taken apart. They were never pulled apart like Legos and put on the table to deal with. A lot of people felt guilty and felt shame, but it's reminding them that they could take the time to replay the tape, reset their mind, and understand that it's not their fault. And we even had an opportunity to do something that was phenomenally awesome, particularly at the holiday season. And that was a way to remember those things and those people that we have lost by saying goodbye. You know, death is a transition. It's an opportunity for someone or something to go to another place while you continue. The love does not stop. And no matter who told you, when you lose someone, that's not the disconnection and the end of love. There are continuing bonds that occur. I grew up in Kinston, North Carolina on Desmond Street. I no longer live in that house. I have my house of my own with my husband and my children. But I know for life that I'm from Kinston, North Carolina, from 1108 Desmond Street. So when I ride by that house, I feel nostalgic memories, and I feel memories that connect me to that home, even though I don't physically live there. It's the same thing. When you lose someone, you continue with those bonds long after they're gone. And in fact, the love becomes oftentimes stronger because you realize that there are senses that you have to go off of that may not necessarily make up and be there when that person is not in front of you. Hearing the voice, seeing videos of my parents, remembering my mom's favorite perfume, stopping by the counter at her favorite department store and smelling her perfume. That helps me recall my mother and father since it's been 16 or 17 years since they've been gone. Those things are continuing bonds. Some therapists would tell you that that's okay. Others would tell you that that's not okay. You have to decide and know. I'm not trying to put my mom and dad as an idol, but what I do realize is forever, as long as I live, I can say that I was a daughter of Donna Ray and Joyce Solomon. And because of that, that love grows stronger day by day, even though they're not here, because I know at some point in life, we will connect again. But I just wanted to just encourage you, no matter what it is that you're going through in life, it is absolutely high time to realize death is not an emergency. There are always times for you to be able to go back and recollect yourself and say goodbye and to make peace and to make healing for yourself because you are still here on this earth. You have to find a way to be able to function. I know that it hurts, it's difficult, it's painful, but the people that came together last night with me, they were ready. They were at the point of saying, you know what, this is where I am. I'm not ready to think about anything else. And for wherever they were last night in their process, we were able to assist them. But the beauty of it all is understanding this. You have your own unique grief journey. I can give you 5 steps that Elizabeth Kubler-Ross gave, but those steps will repeat themselves. You'll find that there's no formula for it. One lady came and said, just give me a formula, make it go away. Unfortunately, I can't make it go away. It's a process, and the process has to be followed. And just know that it's continuous. You'll have the grief that's ugly cries. You'll have the grief that's happy tears. You'll have the grief that's healing. You'll have the grief that's transformative. But no matter where you are in your process, locating yourself, pausing, taking the time to survey what you have lost is essentially important. So I want to encourage you to join me on next month for the next Happy Anyways. You'll see links that are going to be coming up shortly. But on December 18th, if you missed it, don't forget to register and purchase this course. Found yourself at a holiday party or unable to attend last night's event, that's perfectly okay. This is an opportunity for you to be able to, in the privacy of your own home, connect with Happy Anyways. I'm encouraging you now to go to the link below and pre-order your course, pre-order your self-study. It's going to be comprehensive information. I'll show you the worksheets and all of those things that'll be available as well. But it'll give you an opportunity to just locate where you are. No matter where you are in your process, that's okay. If you're still crying, can't talk, ready to move forward or not, this is an opportunity for you to be able to at least locate yourself and survey those things that you have lost. Finally, we are taught to acquire so many things in life, but no one teaches us what to do with those things once we lose them. Happy Anyways is an opportunity to let you know we're not a replacement, we're not a fast fix, we're not a factory for happiness. It's not about that. It's an opportunity for you to be able to pause, survey, understand what's been taken from you, what you have lost, and understand that through it all, you can be able to achieve and receive the happiness that you deserve. I'm sure that's what your loved one would want for you, and I'm sure that in some point in life, you'll see it for yourself as well. So thank you so much. I pray safe travels to the women and men that came last night, but I'm just so thankful for the opportunity to bring to you Happy Anyways.